some things we just don't talk about. But so I was sexually abused as a child when I think I was 7 or 8.
7 or 8 years.
And then again when I was 17. Because I didn't grow up with my father. I thought men just give you kids and leave. So I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want that. And unfortunately, I ended up being a single mother. My life could have gone south, So now I know if you work on yourself, if you work on your kids, if you lead them in a direction that
you think it's going to be best.
And communication. Just find out how they're feeling. It's so simple. Be present, communicate.
Hello family, welcome to Heal, Rise and Thrive with Dr. Nhlanhla. Today we've got a very special guest, a beautiful one, I might say so myself. How are you, darling?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. It's nice to have you here today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Who are we sitting next to? This gorgeous lady that we're next to.
Okay, I'm Phethile Ntandane.
Yes.
Born and bred in Nelspruit, around Nelspruit and surroundings.
Okay.
Originally from Matsulu. A lot of people don't know this. Ngceshe Matsulu, I'm a Kasi girl. But I grew up in Gamakoko. Home is Gamakoko.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
But I'm based in Nelspruit now.
Okay. Yeah. So can you tell us and the viewers at home, what made you gain entry into pageantry?
Oh, okay. That is a funny question because, this is my first professional pageant.
Oh.
But I joined one time when I was like 12 years old. I think I was in grade 6 or something.
Yes.
Oh, that was the worst decision ever. Okay, I was excited about it. I've always been a child, like, Luthanzatile, I'm telling you, I was that girl. So when the opportunity came, I was like, I'm gonna grab it. I was prepared and everything until
Then what happened?
I couldn't even smile. Like my smile
Seriously?
was like
it was locked.
No, everyone could see I was shaking. I was my smile was literally shaking. So I thought the same thing was going to happen on this big stage. But no, it didn't happen. I was well prepared for it. So yeah, this is my first one. But yeah, I have entered as a kid
as
before.
A child before.
Yeah.
Haven't we all? Like, you know, back in the days, it was a thing that, in the surrounding areas, they'll do pageantry, like big sister, little sister type of vibe and adopt a child.
Yes.
Something like that. Okay. So, Ekaya, Ematsulu, when did you stay there, or have you ever stayed there before you come to, we know Gamakoko is next to town. So can you tell us your journey as a child when you were at Matsulu moving to Gamakoko? If you may.
My journey as a child. Okay, I moved from Matsulu when I was 13 years old.
Yes.
So I grew up in Matsulu, all over Matsulu, like all over. It's just that a lot of people don't know me because I was young. And even when I was 13 already, when I was 12 already, I was in school in Barberton. So I would just leave in the morning early.
And come back.
So I was just never there. But my childhood, all my childhood memories are in Matsulu.
So what did you grow up doing? What are the things that kept you going? We know there's this thing, things like that, kudlala amabhodlela, intambo. What did you used to do?
We did all of that. Mara only because, we stayed all over Matsulu. But only when I was around 10, 11, that's when I went to where my cousins were, we could play in the streets, Bodlela, Ingatu, Tikotela, and all of that. But before then, I was with my mom, and my childhood is like a bit blurry, you know.
Do you have siblings?
I have a lot of siblings.
From your mother's side or from both?
Yes. Okay. No. From both
sides. Okay. So
from both. So I come. Yeah. I'm like from both because I didn't grow up with my father's side of my family, but I know my siblings. Like I know them. We're good. So Ekayasi, we are 6. I'm the firstborn girl.
Oh, firstborn
but I'm the
syndrome.
Second child. Yeah.
Oh, but you're the second child.
My brother's the firstborn. My mom was like, it's so weird. My mom gave birth like boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Really?
She's got 6 kids. 3
That's
kids.
so
Yeah.
nice.
So songest ne partner, yabo.
Yeah, like
Wonke umuntu
the
ne-partner.
first one. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why hence you're second, but first.
First,
Okay.
yeah. I also have 2 kids, a girl and a boy. And my sister
The
as
trend
well.
is going.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how has your journey been as you tap into motherhood, comparing your times of growing up to now? Like,
sure.
What are the differences? What's there? What can you tell us about the differences there?
There's a huge difference because funny thing is, and a lot of people when they see me with my kids, they think I've always dreamed of being a mother, you know? No, I actually never wanted kids.
Really?
I not that I never wanted
You
kids.
didn't
I was
think it was a thing that's gonna...
I was too young when I made that decision. And I was also too young when I had kids. Funny thing. I had kids when I was 22. I had my firstborn. Yeah, but the reason why I didn't want kids because of maybe the way I grew up.
Oh yeah.
As the firstborn daughter, we
carried the weight.
Besides that, we tend to be overlooked. Like I was just overlooked. And it's something that I don't talk about. I was just there, you know, and me being overlooked, I went through a lot of things as a child, you know, and some things we just don't talk about. Yeah. But so I was sexually abused as a child when I think I was 7 or 8.
7 or 8 years.
And then again when I was 17.
So
all
those things happening.
Yeah. What made me decide I didn't want to have kids was because I didn't want my kids to be exposed to be in this big bad world. Yeah. I thought this world I still think this world is terrible.
It still is not that great.
It's terrible. So I didn't want to bring kids into this world and then they suffer. And I also didn't think I was going to be a good mother
because you didn't have the background.
Yeah, my mom was there, but she was never present. You know, she was there. She was my mom.
Yes.
She gave us everything, but she was not present
at all times.
Yes.
Like she was. Okay.
Yeah, so she was busy. She was working. There was a lot of us. Maybe I don't know. I was still young. I can't really say what it was.
But it registered to you to a point where you felt like, ish. If I have kids, what might happen?
I'm gonna do the same thing.
It might go and be the same. But how are you finding it now?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Like I said, I had my first. I don't know. Maybe my perception changed when I met I'm also widowed. Okay. By the way, my husband. Thank you. My husband passed on when I was 29. I'm 38 years old right now. So I guess maybe Tindo Tendega fast for that reason, because we met when I was 20, but then when I was 19, we started dating when I was 20. Yeah. And then, just before my 21st. And then that's when we were together for 9 years. Yes. So I guess that the reason why I switched and thought, maybe kids are not such a bad idea was because of him.
Of his love.
Yes. He showed me that. Yeah. I first saw it with his nephew. Yes. I even thought it was his child. I was like, no, that's not my child. I don't have kids and stuff. So the way he was with kids, I was like, maybe. Because I didn't grow up with my father. I thought men just give you kids and leave. So I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want that. And unfortunately, I ended up being a single mother. Not by choice.
Not by choice, my darling.
So that changed my decision.
But I want to just go back and tap into your late husband, Oguti, how he showed you that when it comes from a female, seeing a male care for a child, and then it brings them that part where they soften up from the hardships of how you grew up and what you experienced. That must have been it's not an everyday thing where you learn something so beautiful from a partner. How was he with the kids? How was he?
Unfortunately, he passed on when my daughter was just 5 years old. And then my son was 11 months. So at least my daughter got to experience his love. They actually spent more time together than we did, because I was always away. I was traveling all the time. So I was coming back home late if I'm not traveling. So he was the one dropping her off at school, picking her up.
So
Sometimes I would see them. I worked at the mall, so
you'll see them pass.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then these people. So he was a great father. They were very close with my daughter. So and it's such a shame because my son is now struggling. Good see, but one thing that I decided at home, I just, we learn from things the way we grew up, because things were never explained to us as kids, so they somehow hurt us even more because we don't know exactly. Yes. So with my kids, I'm very open about everything. I check on them, how they feeling.
Great.
My daughter, even my son, I checked on him when he was around 6, because I'd noticed, because every time we bring up his father's name,
you would just
so I started checking on him. Good, are you okay? And then now he's 10, he's growing. Milestones.
Every time.
So now I ask him question about how do you feel when people are talking about their fathers, and now he's because I talk to him and his memory. I tell him how good his father was.
Yes, that's
very
important.
It's very important, because he's gonna grow up thinking, like his father was never around.
There, but it wasn't. It's circumstances.
But also, it's helping because his father's family, they're very close. Their grandparents are still there, so they like.
So they go
parents.
visit to Gogo,
every school holidays they go.
That's so great.
Yeah,
it comes to show, Oguti, even if something that's bad happens, if you learn early to prevent such things, because mental health is a real thing. So as you tap into how you seeing or treating your kids in order to make sure that their mental state is valid, number one, because in the Black community we know that we shy upon that part of it. So that's the nice thing about the young mothers and fathers and parents and caregivers. They actually acknowledging that all the past that we went through of not being able to be open to our mothers, our fathers, our caregivers, it was giving us such heartache and headache. As a child, I even used to suffer from migraines, though I did have an open relationship with my grandmother where we talked almost about everything, but there'll be those little things that you would need an immediate parent to actually take part. My mom was there, but she was still young, she was still trying to make a name for herself. In terms of finding herself, in terms of work, when you grow up and you're raising a child, you need to make means. So I'm so glad that you are not shying away from the fact that kids need to be groomed mentally. So what's your take about mental issues and wellness?
The reason why I'm so aware of mental health, and angabona ngami with me, as much as obviously back then there was no therapy, but when I went through my second sexual assault, my mom was there. My mom was present. I'm very close with her, but it's just what you're talking about. They're still young themselves. They're still trying to
figure out.
Exactly, but she was there. She's the first person, whatever happens to me, even Namanj,
she's the one.
I will go to her first.
The one.
I'm not afraid to pick up the phone and call her. So when I told her what had happened, she took me for therapy.
Yes. Oh, that's
great. And then that's when I fell in love with therapy. I was 17. I was like, after matric, I'm going to do psychology.
Yes.
And I did do introduction to psychology many times. Yeah, psychology 101. I can tell you everything. I am telling you. So I fell in love with psychology. Yes. I think I became conscious of mental health lab, even though I didn't know what it was. And then when I had kids, I was like, no, this and this happened to me, and it was dealt in this way, or it was neglected, and this was the cause, and this was the result of it. But yeah, I mean, with mental health, and you have to be strong, because with me, with everything that I've been through, just find out how they're feeling. It's so simple. Be present, communicate, and then yeah, the presence thing. I just
you cannot stress it.
My kids. I've sacrificed so much for my kids. Like, so
Even
much.
when we started, you were the first people that were in your mouth, on your mouth, like it was my kids, my kids, my kids. I adore that about you, and I applaud you for raising these 2 kids. So getting into mental health. So in the pageantry, how is it viewed now? Because back in the days, we thought in pageantry there's a lot of bullying, there's a lot of looking down on each other, there's a lot of body shaming. How is it now? How is the stage?
It's beautiful. The stage that let me just say, it depends where you are. The platform that I was in, we're very big, that I'm on right now.
Yes.
We're big on sisterhood.
Yes.
We're big on building each other, just be there for each other. Like, so we didn't have all of that. We actually I had to be picked up every day. I consider myself the strongest person, but I was challenged in this pageant. I was challenged emotionally.
Yes.
I don't know.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. So with the sisterhood, I can't even say the they did. They did. Yuki also carried me.
Yeah, that's all I was about to say.
Yuki carried me. Nelly carried me. Yeah. I told them, you guys, I'm checking out. You guys, I can't do this anymore. I think I couldn't do it because I was juggling so much. I'm a single mom. I have a business. And then this is a job on its own. So I felt like I was doing 2 jobs. So I was very open. I'm like, guys, I can't take this. The rejection. They're like, no, keep pushing. When we have practice, when you have things. But yeah, I think because I was so open, they could feel it. They would call me, no, let's go. And I wouldn't be here
the power
if it wasn't the sisterhood. I'm telling you, this sisterhood.
I'm so grateful with you at this stage now in such pageantry. We find that we can find sisterhood because we look at this thing. There's even documentaries about the top model. Now you see the things that are being said there. You like, would I have been able to survive there if I was there? You know, body shaming on top of the fact that there's no ideal body, but then in that space, we knew the ideal body was the skinny type, the not having hips, not having just that type of thing. So to hear you say that now women are uplifting each other in such spaces, or in particular the one that you are in, we are grateful to see the nation moving that forward. And what does it say to you having a sisterhood? How do you show up for another lady to be called, that's my sisterhood sister? How does it seem for you? How is it for you?
Okay. I believe I am called for certain people.
Yes.
Even coming here, I was like, okay, now I'm going to be on blast. And I connect with people on a personal level. The person that I'm supposed to help or build a sisterhood will come to me.
It'll come to you.
Sometimes I even question, I'm like, oh God, why are you putting me in this? No, because... And that I can see that now it's my journey, part of my journey. I can't run away from it. So I have built a lot of sisterhood.
That's good.
I have sisters that are not blood sisters. Yes. I have kids. My firstborn,
you can say that again.
Yeah, my sister is always like, "Who's this?" And I'm like, "No, that's my child."
My child. Yes.
And then this one, I'm like, "No, also my child." So I do show up for people as much as other people might not see it because people judge us from far. I'm not a group person.
Yeah.
And I'm not even afraid to say that because I'm not a group person. I won't connect with people in
a larger scale of a group, like large numbers.
Yeah.
But a 1-on-1, 3-on, something like that.
Yes.
It can work.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you become Miss Provincial Mpumalanga? Photogenic. I see that smile.
I have no idea.
For you to say that you come from having hardships throughout the pageant and then to become the photogenic one, how did we climb up that ladder?
Okay, I didn't think... I consider myself strong, but when it came to this pageant, I wasn't strong. But I guess it also taught me a lot because the reason why I entered, I wanted to build my self-confidence.
Self-confidence,
I have low self-confidence, but maybe I tell myself that, but people don't
Maybe
see
you're
it.
too hard on
I
yourself.
think so. I've been like in the shadows for way too long. So I feel like I belong in the shadows. But your question was, how did I become? I don't know. But during the journey, like we meet up with a lot of people. We meet there's people that we meet along the way,
and you have to socialize and talk to.
The people
they
that
can see you.
They brought it. Yes, they were the ones that saw the spark.
Yes,
that I didn't see in me. So.
And sometimes the spark is there and you don't see it, but people see it, and the impact that you make with your spark. You couldn't have been Miss Photogenic if it wasn't well deserving. It means the way you touch people in terms of your smile or your presence, it is felt. So I am just saying these words to you to just give you also some oomph to say, you know what, you're in the right direction. You have got this. Yes, you might feel like you've been in the shadows, but the shadows are not forever. The shadows, even if they happen, it doesn't mean we must stay there. So, okay, just tell us, what's the difference between Miss Provincial Mpumalanga and Miss Mpumalanga? Because now we got a little bit confused. Some of us, we don't know what's going on. We're like, oh, we thought maybe you're not supposed to have a child to be Miss, all those things. Can you just brief us and the listeners and viewers at home that this is what it is when you are in this space compared to the other one?
Okay. The difference, Mrs. Mpumalanga, I don't remember when it started, but I've always seen myself on that platform, Mrs. Mpumalanga.
Yes.
As much, but I was married customarily. I didn't have a ring on my finger. And I think, I didn't know, I didn't ask the requirement, but I think that was after. I can't remember when it started, but fact is, I wasn't Mrs.
You were not Mrs.
So I couldn't enter. And then this last year, 2025, that's why I actually entered. When I saw the post, it actually said Mrs. Mpumalanga, Provincial Mpumalanga. And then under Provincial, it said divorced, widowed, single, and I think,
So it's empowering those ones that feel like they are being left out from the other pageantries.
Exactly.
That's such a beautiful initiative.
Right? Yeah. So Miss Mpumalanga is when it's the young ones, kids. They still growing.
The traditional ones we know.
They haven't been through life like us.
Life will humble us.
So no, that's not a space for us, definitely. Maybe that's where the body shaming is. You expect it to be perfect. No one expecting you to be perfect. We had kids, bro.
I love this part. I really love this initiative. I wanted to ask you, with the struggles that you've went through, and in terms of finding yourself and in terms of finding your confidence, what advice would you give to a child who's watching there, who's like, yes, I also felt like I was the firstborn child who was not looked after the way I wish I could have been looked after. I was not present in terms of I was not being seen, but then I want to build confidence. What advice could you give a child and say, you know what, you've got this, you know what, one step at a time? What advice can you give to say you are not alone and you can come out of it and be confident?
Just believe in yourself. I believe where you come from doesn't define where you're going.
Yes.
We can, people always say 10 lemons into lemonade. If we laugh about it, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Every person that's been through hardship always comes up standing tall, because you've been through the rain, the storms and everything. You don't fall easily. You don't break easily. But at the same time, it's not nice.
It's not nice.
Because then that's when the firstborn part comes in. You're always on guard. You always... So just believe in yourself, but also give yourself grace. Just give yourself grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. And always put yourself first. I mean, go for whatever you want. I'm saying put yourself first because in this journey, you're going to discover a lot of things. You're going to see a lot of things. Because of the society and the whispers.
Yeah, there's always talks.
Don't listen. Yes, don't listen to... Just set your dreams and
stick to it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Yes, there'll be along the way, but
it's always there.
Yeah,
it's
just
life.
Focus on the goal. And I also learned, just be patient. Be patient.
Don't be hard.
Don't be hard. Don't want everything now.
Because it never happens like that.
And work on yourself first.
Built in one day.
Work on yourself first. Then other people you will see.
Because if
I'm telling you, just work on yourself first.
It will bounce back, and then we'll see that you're putting in the work.
Yeah.
So how does it feel for you having to represent Mpumalanga in the way that you're representing it? How does it feel? Put us in your shoes.
It's amazing. I was not even looking for a crown.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. But obviously we all want crowns and sparkles and the sash, you know.
Definitely.
But or maybe it's also another thing. I didn't think I was deserving of any crown, you know. So
hence the shadows, but now you know you've learned.
Yeah. But being here, I wanted to be here because I've always wanted to be a good example in my community.
Yes.
I wanted to be involved in charity work. I didn't know. So I saw where people were, what people were doing, and I was like, I want to be that person.
I want to be this girl.
Yeah, never mind the other things, but I wanted to give back to a community. I couldn't do it via my psychology. Yes. I think I'm still doing it now because I do counsel a lot of people with, I don't need a degree.
So let's tap into it. What do you do actually for a living? Like, what do you do? The counseling part. Can you just give us a brief on it?
What do I do? I'm a mother.
Yes.
No, I'm a mother. And then I'm also a businesswoman. I have a transport business.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started that business. I'm a mother. I was still saying, Guti, I wasn't around a lot. So when I lost my husband, I was alone. I had to be a mom, a dad, and still work. So I had to rely on people looking after my kids. And people are not going to look after
nice. The same way you would want.
Yes. So eventually I had to make decisions, big decisions, because I was neglecting my kids. I was never home. I'm traveling on weekends. I'm tired. I want to sleep. On Friday, I want
to
come out on Monday and go to work. So I had to make some hard decisions and start my own business, resign, start my own business.
Yes.
And the business actually also included my kids because I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to have to take my kids to school every day. Why not take exactly?
So yes, guys, you see, it's possible. It's possible. So you find something that you function in, and then you created an opportunity out of it. Yes. And look at you now.
And I'm here 24/7. My kids are like, hey, you with us too much now. Just go out. Not go do something.
Everything.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. So can you just tell us? Do you have anyone that you look up to that inspires you or that you look up to in the pageantry, whether in the world or in any division of the world? But as a woman, is there any woman that you look up to and say, one day I'd like to possess such a charisma that this person has or the qualities that they have? Is there anyone, or do you derive, like some of us, I take from different types of people, but do you have a specific person or people?
Not necessarily so.
Yeah.
I can say anyone who my dream is to be a public speaker. So I look up to people that do public. I don't have.
I'm not confidence.
I'm not really. I don't have an idol. I don't have. Yeah. But I do look at what people are doing. Yes. So no. But I know where I want to be. I want to be that person for other people. That's why my journey is a bit private, but it's not because I'm on YouTube.
You share a lot of your life in YouTube.
I do, but I'm still, this is me sharing a lot of my life right now.
Definitely.
This is me.
And we appreciate you. And we really appreciate it. Takes a lot of guns and guts to be in a platform like this and be able to open up to the world and say, this is me. Because the thing is, these days with streaming and podcasting, we're getting to open up. This generation, it's a generation that's filled with emotions and that's not afraid to share them. And in that, I don't want to lie, every day I sit on this couch, I actually heal each and every day. We're going through a lot of things, As you speak to other people and you touch another person's heart, you feel that no ways, there is something happening in me, even if I didn't expect it. Some days you come here, you're thinking you're just going to interview and go, but it's never like that. You're dealing with a person, you're dealing with a whole human being who has gone through a lot of things and they're bringing up those things to you. I want to shout out to the internet these days. There is more positivity than it is in the dark, because back in the day, Twitter would not lie. it will not like it will come for you. But these days we are seeing that the community is going to a space where there is not too much harshness that we see. So how do you protect your kids, being the mother first, and it making you the entrepreneur that you are? I'm gonna go with that. How do you see your kids going about with the internet and everything? Where do you think we should say no, don't cross this line? Do you think there's boundaries there?
We try to set boundaries, but I mean, we can't. I try at home, my household, no staying up until whatever time. I don't care, school holidays or not. Like, 10 is like, oh, Sepsu, what are you doing at 11?
Yeah.
What? Because then, Epsod, that's when the content changes. Even on TV, whatever that they're watching,
it changes.
My phone, I respect their privacy, but if something pops up and I see it, I won't go. No, I will not go through a phone. I remember when I first started my channel, I was using her phone, to. I did not look at anything. I didn't go to a WhatsApp. But if I'm looking at the phone, and then there's nothing I can do. And if there's something questionable, I'm gonna question it. But I don't go through their phones. That's because of the openness. I trust them, and I tell them every day, because you know what. There's no person that can come and tell you did 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
You must come and tell me you did 1, 2, 3.
Come to me first.
Yeah. So I try to monitor the phone usage.
Yes.
Sleeping time.
Okay.
Sleeping time is very important. They sleep at 8 every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
So having a system that works and that's functional, it'll ground them.
Yes. Actually. And I even tell them if they break that system, and it's I tell whatever that I do, I always have to have a reason why.
The reason why I'm doing it.
Yeah. So with the sleeping early, the older sister, she's in grade 10 now. She was protesting. She's like, okay, I let her sleep at 9.
Yeah.
But if she sleeps at 9:30, she won't wake up in the morning. And I say,
there you go.
Now they don't have a piggies, man. Abasang piggies.
So with the pageantry, we see the glitz and the glam. We see all those things. What is it behind the scenes that's there in this journey that you would love to share with somebody who's never experienced the journey, who just wants to know what goes on behind those scenes?
Hard work, rejection. No, you have to.
The doors get closed.
Mm-hmm. That's why our logo, our slogan is smart, sensual, and sassy. Smart, sassy, and sensual.
Yes.
You have to be smart. You have to. You can't be an ambassador or a. You have
somebody that's looked up to.
Exactly. Yes. If you I thought I was wrong. Like Ngceshe, you have to work hard. You have to be a hard worker. Yeah. You have to be a hard worker. You have to be a people's person. Yes. You have to be a go-getter.
Yes.
Most of all.
You must be out there.
You must be out there. Put yourself out there. You can't be sitting at home and expecting things to happen. But that's what they trying to teach us, because once you wear this sash that's what you have to do. That's you don't sit at home. It's even worse now, because it's now we're doing a charity event on Friday for cancer. Yes. It's people that we've never met before. Yes. Mara, you have to work with them. You have to now put something in. Yeah, you can't just be impact. Yeah, I'm Miss Photogenic. Marang figing photogenic. No, I have to make a change. Yes, I'm still doing charity work. Besides, we're doing a drive for Lisnika. It's a home for kids. Yes. I love kids. So if you if you need attention, mention kids, and I'm there. I'm there.
That's good. That's good. That's
so
good.
Be strong, perseverance, and you're gonna be rejected.
Great. So my darling, thank you so much for coming here today and gracing us, and for us to be with you here in our family. We thank you for coming and honoring our invites. And I wanted to ask you, what does the future hold for you? For you, my darling. Can you tell us what does the future hold for this entrepreneur, this booming mom?
Well, possibly more pageantry.
Yes.
Last year, after the crowning, they were like, I was like, no.
I want more.
No, I said no.
You said no, that's it.
I was still not healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said no, but now I'm like, no,
As you're
possibly.
in the journey,
Yeah.
it shows you.
But not this year, when I'm 40.
Okay.
In 2 years'
So you
time.
can go up to that age.
Yeah, like there were people
They don't have
in the
age limit.
Yeah, no, as long as you're still feeling young at heart and you think
I
you can
love
do
this
it.
part of pageantry. I
There
love
were
it.
older people, you can.
Oh, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence
Thanks
today.
for having me.
So now we're gonna play a fireball round. It's something that we play here at home to just relax each other, so that we just, we stop the deepness that we've shared, and now try to come back and then just have a laugh at the end of it before we close off. So I'm gonna ask you to choose between one or two things: a crown or a career.
A career.
Okay.
Oh no, career meaning working for someone else. Or
Either
just
way, any type of a career.
A career, obviously. Yeah,
Okay.
a career.
Okay. Beauty or intelligence?
Intelligent.
Great. You've mentioned it like a few
Yeah.
seconds ago. Heels or sneakers?
Hey, oi too, like really.
You like both?
No, I don't like any. But
Seriously?
yeah.
You're not a heels girl.
I'm not committed to anything. That's
Seriously?
me. I love what I love at that time.
At that
if
time,
I feel
whatever
like
you feel like it.
I don't like to classify with I'm this
Okay.
person. Me, I'm whatever.
Okay. Mpumalanga or the world stage?
The world.
Oh, we're coming for you.
You
We're coming for you. Confidence or discipline?
Discipline.
Confident can come out cocky if you don't have the discipline.
Yes.
Okay. Dream brand or to work with? Any brand?
I haven't thought that far.
You haven't thought that far.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's something to have a homework for. Kids, I gave mommy the homework. So she's gonna check it out. Which brand do you want? It's so good to know that this is what I'm working towards.
Anything in the beauty. Like it has to, if it has to do with beauty, yeah. Because I love beauty. I do.
Favorite motivational quote? Do you have one, if any, or a scripture or anything? Words that you live by or that you go to?
I just wing it.
You just wing it.
I wing it.
You're the wingman.
Yeah, no, because once you learn, I don't like.
You don't want to classify yourself
then
to something, because then now you're limiting yourself. It makes sense. It makes sense. Your message to the young girls watching today that are saying we want to be like Umama, we want to wear we want to wear everything, the crown, we want to embody what she looks like. What words of advice do you have for them as you close with us?
Always put yourself first. Put yourself first. Then the rest will follow.
It'll follow. Yeah. Work on yourself first. So family, we thank you so much for coming. I cannot stop saying thank you so much. It's nice to be appreciated when you give something, when you come in and be part of something. Yeah. We welcome you to the family of Heal, Rise and Thrive with Dr. Nhlanhla. And we hope we're not seeing you for the last time. We hope to bump into you in this charity works that you do. Like now, Yuki introduced me to you, and it's a family thing. It's a sisterhood. It's something that we're learning every day, and we're trying to incorporate, and then we are able to learn together and heal and rise together as a community. Family, thank you for joining us today. We have learned from the horse's mouth that you need to dig deeper, even if it seems like you are in the shadows, even if it feels like you are in the dark. Rise up and be the person that you want to be. Don't feel timid. Do not allow the noises to shadow you further. You must rise beyond what you think you want to be. In that note, we're going to end it here today. We thank our guests for coming. We applaud you for being the woman that you are. And we hope God graces you with holding that crown the way you're supposed to hold it, and to become beyond what you think your wonders are.
Thank you.
Family, we're going to sign out now. Bye.